I'm Vedi Kanika, and today let's see what food you should not eat when you're using Trivrat, which is a very strong purgative, which produces strong peristaltic movements in intestine, and these strong peristaltic movements help this stuck food in your intestine to come out. But as a result of this strong action, the intestine may also feel fatigue or tiredness. You may feel a little weak because of this. And this is the reason why there are certain foods that you must not eat. The first food is vegetables, especially raw vegetables, raw salads. This is something which you must avoid. Even if you want to use vegetables, you should use them with a lot of tempering of hot herbs like ginger, garlic, hing, ajwain, methi, and cumin, jeera. When you use these herbs, then the vegetables, they become more easy to digest and they produce less bloating, because according to Ayurveda, vegetables in general, they have a drying effect on the body. They absorb moisture from the body and then get digested. So if you consume vegetables like broccoli or cauliflower or cabbage or green peas when you're using colon cleanse, these vegetables may enhance the dryness inside the intestine because the mucus is already flushed away, right? And they may create bloating or cramps. They may increase the amount of bloating or increase the intensity of cramps, and then you may be in trouble. So better not consume raw vegetables. Another type of food which you must not use is oily food. See, when you're using colon cleanse, your entire system is already drained, it's under stress, your intestine is tired of all the loose motions, so your digestive system is not at its best, and this is not the time to consume heavy and oily food. Another type of food that you should not consume is very spicy and acidic food. For example, Chinese food that contains vinegar, soya sauce, and red chilies. This is the type of food that you must not use when you're using colon cleanse, because when you're using colon cleanse, the mucus lining of the intestine is temporarily removed, right? The soft lining, the soft surface of intestine is exposed. So this is the time you must avoid hot spices like red chili, because when red chili gets in contact with the soft intestinal lining without any mucus, it may create inflammation. So this is the time when you must not use all these spices. In fact, try to use more milder spices like fennel, saunf, or cumin, jeera, methi, fenugreek. Methi has a special property that it creates a lot of slimy mucus. So methi might be an excellent spice to consume when you're using colon cleanse, but definitely not vinegar, soya sauce, pickles, and red chili. So please avoid using these things when you're using colon cleanse. The third important type of food that you must not use is refined flour or anything that is made up of refined flour. For example, bread, maida, cookies. You see, all these things, they have a tendency to get stuck in the intestine. And when we are cleaning our intestine, we do not want anything that is made up of maida or refined flour to again get stuck in the intestine. The fourth most important thing that you must not use while using colon cleanse is dairy products. Unfortunately, most of the milk available today may contain high amount of toxins like chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides, hormones, antibiotics. And all these things are just not right when you're trying to clean your system. Besides, there are many more reasons for not using dairy products. Let us look at them one by one. Let's take milk. Why you should not use milk? Milk is a natural laxative, and you're already using one laxative, one very strong laxative, that is colon clean. So you do not want to enhance the effect of this laxative by using milk. Now let us look at another dairy product, dahi or yogurt. According to Ayurveda, dahi has a heating effect on the body. It produces heat and it is also heavy to digest, right? So when you're already heating up your body with a laxative, a strong laxative, yeah, and you're trying to clean your intestine, you do not want anything heavy to digest, and therefore it is recommended that you do not use dahi or yogurt when you're using colon cleanse. However, there is another school of thought which believes that dahi contains probiotics. It contains friendly enzymes that might help to control loose motion. In this case, there are many factors that may come into consideration. For example, if you have an excellent digestion, then you may use yogurt to control the excessive loose motion. However, it is always best to consult an Ayurveda physician or completely avoid yogurt for best results. One of the most important dairy product is buttermilk, which might come handy when you're using colon cleanse, provided it is made from A2 organic milk. Buttermilk also has an heating effect. However, it may help to soothe the excessive cramps in the intestine and also give you energy, also helps you to replenish the electrolytes and the fluid content inside your body. So buttermilk is something which you can consume while using colon cleanse. Another very important dairy product which you must completely not consume while using colon cleanse is cheese. Cheese is heavy. According to Ayurveda, according to Charak Samhita, you must not consume cheese every day or very frequently because it's heavy to digest and it can completely derail your digestive system, and we definitely do not want cheese when we are trying to clean our intestine. In fact, I would recommend that please do not have cheese after using colon cleanse for at least 3 to 4 days, because after 3 to 4 days your intestine is healing, right? And we do not want to overload it with the work, with the heavy job of digesting something like cheese. Another dairy product is khoya, which you must not use. Most of the Indian traditional sweets are made up of khoya, and khoya, some people may think that okay, let me eat some sweet, it might give me some instant energy when I'm losing so much of fluid and electrolyte. But please don't use these sweets made up of khoya, because khoya is again another very heavy substance to digest, and it may tax your intestine and disrupt the process of detox. So please don't use any sweets made up of khoya.